Hello everyone, welcome to the video, The Art of Living at Zero. In this video, I'm going to talk about how we can live in flow with life. How can we solve our problems with a lot less effort? How we can live at ease? And how we can be ourselves, and by being ourselves, everything that we need and everything that the world needs from us just synchronizes. Everything comes to us, we come to everything that needs us, and so on. At the beginning, I just want to tell you the concept of living in the flow. It was really difficult for me to understand because I was a mathematician and a computer programmer. I had a day that was planned all day long, like from the get-go, from the morning to late evening, like 70 activities in my planner. I would plan everything, and if anything would go out of my plan, I would not be happy. I would try to control everything. And even when I started to work on personal development and even spiritual development, I also thought that I'm going to be more spiritual if I know more, if I read more books, watch more videos, know more experiences of other people. And it was hell. I was never enough. It was like I would succeed in like 69 of those 70, and I would not be at peace. I would not be happy. And then one day I was reading a book, Living in the Light by Shakti Gawain. And in that book there was a sentence like she said, like, many people in the history of planet Earth have reached enlightenment, but the planet didn't transform. And she said, like in that book, I want that for all. And in that moment I was reading a book in my room, and I was like, I want that also for all of us. And in that moment, for the first time in my life, I heard like a sentence in my mind. It was not like, oh, Marco. It was like a thought in my mind. Son, that what you ask for is not easy, but it's possible. It is not easy, but it's possible. Only a few days after that event, in that time I was like, universe, God, give me a sign. Everybody gets a sign, only I don't get a sign. You are not fair. And in one day there is actually a squirrel came like 3 seconds ago. Hey. And in that time there were no signs, but in that moment, like in one day, 4 times in like 15 minutes, I heard about the book Zero Limits by Joe Vitale and Hugh Len about Ho'oponopono. And at first, as I heard, like I read some few sentences about that book, and about that like spiritual teaching, and I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, you only repeat 4 sentences and you solve all your problems. I mean, that's clearly stupid. But something like didn't let me to walk away from that. Like 4 times in 15 minutes in different ways, I was called to look at something I haven't heard about it before. I downloaded the audiobook. I listened to it that day, and I fell in love with that book, with that spiritual teaching. I can't call it technique because it's a way of life. And it taught me the most important lesson in my life: living at zero, living at inner peace state. I didn't know what inner peace was before that. I was only reading about it, but I couldn't feel it. I didn't actually live in that state. The squirrel just came like this close. Okay, so let me tell you about only the last of my 24 hours, and then I will tell you about how you can also master the art of living at zero, living at peace, and letting stuff, or not, I mean stuff, letting all that you really need come to you by being yourselves. So, only last 24 hours. Okay, so I had the idea to have a seminar in Chicago. I'm actually traveling for almost 3 months. I've been into Colombia like for 1 month, then to Hawaii, then to Colorado, San Diego, Utah, Arizona, canyons, who knows where. Now I am in New York. Everything is just happening. I'm just following with the ideas. Every idea comes. Some people call me, Marco, come here, and I was like, I don't have any plan. I just follow my heart. I follow that excitement I feel. That's I would say a right feeling. There is something for me, and I just go, and everything happens almost magically, because it is magic, but magic of love. So first I had the idea to have a seminar in Chicago, and I published on my channel, okay people, because there are a lot of people who are from Serbia. That is my country, but also from ex-Yugoslavia. They know my first language, but I also had the idea I can speak in English also. I can help some other souls awaken, which can not understand my language, but they can understand English, and they can understand mostly the language of my soul, because it is the same language: unconditional love and inner peace. So what happened with that Chicago seminar? I told my people, the people who follow my work, I would like to have some place to actually have a seminar, and for 2 weeks nothing happened. But I already know how to live, having faith that something, God or unconditional love, will do its thing. So my idea is to be at inner peace as much as I can, always transforming every emotion that comes to my way wherever I am. I'm not doing so much outwardly, like having some actions, publishing more and more videos, calling people, you have to come. It's not about that. It happens without an effort. It happens with ease. It happens from inspiration. So just yesterday the message came, Marco, I would like you, there is a place, it is for maybe 40 people, I would like you for you to be a gift from me. And I was like, oh my God, the tears came through my eyes. But it also happened lots of times before this event. It really happens like that. I always just let go and be myself as much as I can at all times, enjoying my moment, spreading inner peace and love, and these kind of things happen. The next thing So we are in last 24 hours. The next thing, and a friend of mine, like a girl from Chicago, she follows also my work, and I met her only like a month ago, and that was a hug like we knew each other for eternity. And she asked me yesterday, "Hey Marco, would you like? I know that you traveled a lot and you have like changed many planes and maybe you had enough, but would you like, after the seminar in Chicago, maybe you would like to go somewhere to travel with me, like I have few days off?" And I was like, "Of course." And she said, "What do you think about Oregon?" I asked God what is best for us, and the answer came. And I never check, I never watch, like what is there. I only trust. And my feeling was in the heart like, oh, I want to go. But I just typed like Oregon, because I don't even know is it like western or eastern part or northern or southern. I don't even know. I only heard, I know about Oregon. It is one of the United States. But it was crazy because like there are some few weeks ago I watched the movie The Shack, like for the who knows what time. If you didn't read the book or watch the movie, I suggest you to just watch the movie. It is amazing. And in that movie there is a waterfall, and when I saw that waterfall I knew I wanted to see it, to visit it, but I didn't know where is that waterfall. Also there was but I only wanted to visit it. That's enough. I don't know where is it. I don't look for it. It will find me, because Zero or God knows what I want, what is for my heart, what's the best for my heart. That's the idea. That's what I'm talking about. That is that Zero. Also, I had like I spoke to my friend like 2 years ago, and she told me, there is a place in there and there. I didn't know where. Like she lived in Portland like for 27 years, and she told me there is a place like near, which is wonderful. It is sacral place. It is amazing nature. You would love it there. You have to go there. And while she was speaking like 2 years ago in Belgrade, I was like, yeah, I want to visit that place, but I also don't know where is it. Only that I know that it's in United States. And also like few weeks ago I had met two people, and the woman was telling like, oh, there is I was in Portland, I enjoyed it, it is very beautiful. And actually yesterday when the friend told me we go to Oregon, I was like, checked it out, and I found Portland in Oregon, that place from the Shack, like that falls, they are also in Oregon, and also that place the friend was telling me about. And I was like, God, thank you, because only you know. I don't know, my heart knows, but intellectually I don't even know. I don't even put an intellectual effort into that. I know that my effort is not to look for it. My effort, what I have to do is to love. What I have to do is transform emotions. I have to clean. I mean, that's my job, to clean. And I will explain it to the end, like what that means. After that, that these are like two miracles happening in the same day. I just slept. Today in the morning, a friend of mine calls me. We had some like quarrel few days ago. There was some misunderstanding, and I know that when misunderstanding happens, it's not about misunderstanding, it's about program which is between us. She is a soul, I am a soul. She is love, I am a love. If there is something between us, if there is something that is not clear, there is some part of me that needs to be cleaned. And when I clean it, or she or whoever, something happens, and now everything is clean, and there comes the solution, perfect solution, and we have like perfectly straight conversation and everything gets solved out, like everything is erased. There is only love, and even like closer relationship after that. And that there is also a funny story. Like this morning I was like, oh God, I feel like a little pain in my shoulder. It would be great if I had a tennis ball so I can like massage it, but in this apartment where I am there is no like any kind of ball. And I just did what I do every day, like morning meditation, which I feel like mental, emotional and a spiritual hygiene. Like, look, taking care of my clear state of mind, my emotional body, my everything, like every day, almost all the time. But you know, this kind of, when I do like meditation, like you put more energy into it. Like if you just close your eyes and you spend like 30 minutes or 20 minutes, who knows, like I'm not walking, I'm not like on the streets, it's like for me maybe that's more energy into that. But also I can do it all the time. I am being more conscious all the time. But these kind of like meditations are like hygiene for me. And I just did that. I went out of the building that I am in, and at like I exited the door, and there is on the road, there are no vehicles, there are no cars, there are no people, there is nothing, only a tennis ball like between my legs. And I was like, thank you God, I don't know where the tennis ball came from. I just took it with gratefulness and I said, okay, thank you, I need it. And that's it. And that happens when you live like at zero state. And now let me explain what does it mean. Hugh Len, the teacher of Ho'oponopono, he was talking that our mind, and that he doesn't think like our intellect like our brain, but the mind in a like wider sense, like everything that is in us, only can be in three states. One state is state of zero. That means without any kind of information, empty. And if I could explain it somehow, like how you would feel when your mind is empty, like totally free. You only exist, but you exist in a state of amazement. There is nothing to do, there is nothing to accomplish, there is nothing to separate, there is nothing to divide. There is only that state of zero, being one with everything. Then, when your mind is zero, when it is clear of all the memories of the past, there comes a perfect inspiration. And that is, he said, like there is, when you are at state of zero, there is no information in your mind. But if you have information in your mind which pulls you go here, it can be only two kinds of information: inspiration or memory. So it's not it's not it's not coincidence that memory, I chose this finger. So the divine inspiration, it means perfect information for existence, for an individual, never given in the history of universe. So in this moment, for you, for me, for everything, there is a divine information for existence. For example, like that tennis ball that came to me, it is obviously perfect for me in this moment? Why didn't it come yesterday, or why didn't it come tomorrow? Because I need it now. And maybe tomorrow somebody else would need something from me, and I will give it to him, or somehow it will come to him. But that only happens when you flow with life. So divine inspiration, that is one kind of information in our mind, and when it comes, it suffuses our mind, as he said, and it's like, and you're only awed. You live in a state of amazement. You don't think about it. You just do whatever, like, it came to you, and you are like, how wonderful this world is. How wonderful am I? How wonderful the people are. How wonderful these trees, these flowers, this Central Park, this New York, this squirrel, whatever. And also there is the second kind of information, which is the memory of the past. This is the information we have from our past experiences, which we use to live this moment. Like, I already saw the Central Park. I mean, that's the same park I saw yesterday. It was already spring one time, so this is another spring. I mean, and that's how you live life, like they say, from 9 to 5. But it's actually in a circle, like, circling every day, repeating all the experiences. And there is no inspiration. There is no living life fully. There is only controlling and like dividing from others, dividing from the world, hating God or hating life. And that's what happens when we live from memory. So these are like states. There is state of zero, no information in our mind, and only two kinds: inspiration and memory. When inspiration hits, you are like inspired to do whatever, like not maybe to do, just to be whatever it comes. And there is a memory. It is a repeating experience, which probably has some erroneous energy or some emotions that are stuck, that don't give us the opportunity to see clearly. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you. And now, how to live in that state of zero, or to live an inspired life? The first thing is like meditation with inner child. Hugh Len had his meditation with inner child. I have my own meditation with inner child, but in Serbian language. One day I will record it in English, surely. But there is his meditation on the YouTube channel. Maybe you can try that. That is like when we call some of the, when we think about the situations that bring us unease, when we are not at peace. These are like those kind of memories. And when there are like memories with negative energy attached to it, that's what is calling us to heal it in our souls. And that's how I can, for example, for me or for you, it's the same. Like something bothers me, I bring it up in my mind, and I ask myself, how do I feel when I think about that kind of event, about this person or that event? And for example, my answer would be sadness, anger. And then I work on my sadness or my anger within myself. I transform it. It's like a part of me, like a little child in myself, which is sad, which is angry, and I just go to him, like elder person, like I am now a father of that, or mother of that inner child, and I love that child unconditionally. even if it's sad or angry or feeling powerless, I'm there to love it. And that's the only job that I have. And when I love it and accept it, it's not in it's relaxed, it's at peace now, and it's not dark anymore. It's now part of me which is accepted, and I am again at peace. I am again at zero. And that's what you can do every day, for example. Or there is also a meditation whiteboard. It is also similar. Like, you call the situation from the past, which annoys you, or maybe from tomorrow or from this day, and you just do the similar process. And that's you can do like these kind. It's like it's not like only way, but Ho'oponopono is like a process where you like invoke love in every moment. These meditations can help you, like, so you can train your subconscious mind to help you in every moment, to remind you, okay, let's love this situation, let's love this emotion, let's love this emotion. In every moment, whenever there is a problem, we say, okay, there is a problem. It means there is something in our subconscious. Let's love this thing. Let's love this thing. Let's love this thing. By loving this thing in our subconscious, that memory, it gets erased. Our mind gets to zero, and then comes perfect inspiration, like that office where we are going to have a seminar in Chicago, like that tennis ball, like that call from a friend, like that trip to Oregon, which is like already divinely guided, and those kind of stuff. So I'm not going to make this video like whole day long, so I would like to invite you, if you live in Chicago or near, and if you feel like this guy, I mean, he maybe doesn't speak English perfectly or maybe he's full of bullshit, but I feel something in my heart that calls me, maybe you should like write to me. You can check my website. It's markomaodus.com. I will put it in description. Also, there is my email address, markomaodus@gmail.com, and where you can apply for the workshop. I will send you like plan and a program of the workshop. There will be that meditation with inner child. There will be that whiteboard meditation. There will also be like lots of stuff about forgiveness. We didn't learn that at schools. I mean, in my school I learned lots about industry, about lots of data, about everything, lots of mathematics, lots of statistics, lots of languages, lots of history, but nothing about alchemy of emotions, how emotions are important, how important it is to be sincere, how important it is to be loving, what to do with emotions when I'm not loving, how to accept myself, how to love myself, how to love the world, how to accept. That's the main part. And lots of other stuff, how to value ourselves, how to wake up, how to be aware of our own magnificence, and how to be aware that we are created in exact likeness of the God, pure and perfect, and how to live in that state almost all the time, because I'm not in that state all the time, but life shows me that it's like really good in this moment. So I will also try to publish more documents in English But if you like feel something in your heart, you just write to me, and also call some of your friends if you're up to that. There are also some breathing meditations which are really intensive, like we talk about healing the lineage, healing the sacredness of love, romantic relationships, that feminine and male energy into in us, and lots of other stuff. So if you feel something, like if you are like up to it, just message me. Thank you for your listening to this video. I wish you a great day, and at the end I just want to tell you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. Bye bye.